All right, we're back at the tiny house and we're working on the deck again. If you remember in the last video, we had about 4 rows done right there on the front. And John is over there putting the sealer on the back side of the boards. And I got another row already rocking and rolling that I'm getting the stain out, and I got to start hitting the sides on both those boards right there. So I'm gonna get that done. He's gonna try to get a whole row right there across painted, and then we'll be able to use those boards over here on the deck in just a little bit because it does dry pretty quick. And that's pretty much it. We're here, we're working, and we're gonna rock and roll. So guys, that's pretty much it. Just the same monotonous steps over and over and over and over. That deck is, hang on, I'm gonna see how long this deck is right here. About 23.5 feet. All right, so that deck's about 23.5 feet long. These boards right here that we've been using are 20 footers. So we're kind of offsetting the end joints. I don't want, you know, each end joint, each butt joint to be in the same exact like every other row. So we are sliding them and then cutting a bunch off, and then we'll use that end to be the starter for the next one, so on and so forth. So we are going to be getting some pieces that we're not going to be able to use. We got a lot of scrap right here. We'll be saving the scrap, used for blocking and stuff like that later on down the road. Whenever we start building the new treehouse studio, we're gonna have to build a big, huge bridge that goes out there to it. And we'll use it up eventually. But for right now, it is just literally the same monotonous thing over and over, painting the sides of the boards before we sandwich them together, just so the sides get protected real good. Jonathan's already put the black goo on all the backs of them, so that's awesome. And then just finding the boards that have a good fit, you know, those real long ones like that. Sometimes depending on which way they're going, they'll fit better, you know, because they're kind of a little bit curvy. And then each row, we got to just fight with it, pulling it together as tight as we can. Some are tighter than others, but we're just getting it the best that we can. We don't have a board bender 5000 here on the site, but I am going to be buying a board bender 5000 real soon. And that'll help whenever it comes to like doing the deck up top and the rest of the boards that we have. But for right now, he's been jumping on the rock bar. I don't know if you guys noticed that. That's been giving some good leverage to get these boards tighter, and it's been working out good. They're tight as all get out right now. But that's it. I just want to jump in here and say, hey, look, this is the same monotonous thing over and over and over and over. Painting the sides, putting the board down. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to put this camera up, and I'm going to get back to work. Guys, my phone battery died. We were filming today on the phone and had it set up right over there on that ladder right there, just filming that last little bit, trying to get done right there. And I went over there to get the phone and it was just dead. Let me show you what we ended up with. Turned out pretty good. We still got to pop a chalk and we'll cut these tails off later on down the road. But we got it all done. Fit up underneath there perfectly. Of course, this will all have trim around the doors, you know, and then we'll run baseboard until we get to the trim of the corners. But it fit underneath there one piece. Didn't even have to cut it. Turned out pretty good. You can see that right there. Yeah, full boards. Doesn't really seem like we got that much done today, but it really does feel good to get it done. We had nice weather, and that's about all the bending over and getting up and down that I want for the day. So it worked out pretty good. All we got left is this little rectangle right here. That's not that big, 6 feet wide right there by, that's 8 feet long. I think it's actually probably like 7.5. And then right over here on this side of the tiny house, where you see all these big boards, we got to do all that area right there from there all the way to right there. And that's about 7 feet wide right there. And then we got to do the laundry room, which is right there. And then we'll do the deck boards into there, and then we'll put plywood on top of that. So anyways, that's all we got left, is fill in there, and then on the other side, and then boom, we're going to start messing with the top deck right there. That'll be the next thing. But we're going to get all these deck boards on first, and that way we can just walk around here and we don't have to worry about tripping and falling. It'll be a nice surface to walk around on. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Really do appreciate y'all watching. Do me a great big huge favor. If you're not subscribed already, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. Click on the notification bell. You'll get notified each and every single time I post a brand new video. If you liked any part of this video, give us a great big huge thumbs up, like. And if you got anything to say, just drop it right there in the comments. That's all you got to do, guys. Really appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.